Hey everybody, we're here again with another edition of The Smash. It's Gray Fox 8983 and OniTheWolf chilling with you on BDTL radio. How's everybody doing this evening? If anybody's listening, hope you catch us. Hope you're able to listen to us. How you doing, Oni?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a hectic mDTL season, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
How do you feel about having the number one seed, man? You're my boy. Let me know. How does it feel to be just in the championship game already? What are your thoughts on that?
When the season started, I honestly did not expect it at all. I felt like I trusted the people that I drafted, but I did not know how everything would work out and how the depth that my team had would work out until I saw it for myself in the season.
Mm-hmm.
And, after we beat Hocatate Freight, week 1, after that I just had complete trust in my players. They were getting their matches done. They were improving. They were learning new stages to play on so they're not on the same one every week. I don't have to be in the lineup to give them a win or anything. I can trust people like, Miguel, Shadow, Bloody Boom, everyone else I can trust on my team. And when I learned to trust them, I really stopped worrying. I wasn't expecting the number 1 seed. I was actually expecting maybe Nighthawks or something.
So you expected Nighthawks to get number 1 seed, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I was actually, to be honest, I knew how tough your team was, because, everybody considers it Jumbo Nasty's 2.0. That's what we label you guys as. But anyway, the thing about it was I knew Regal Allegiance was going to be tough, especially with the way they beat us. It was going to be, you've got a pretty stacked squad, I'm not going to lie. Y'all are a high contention for the, Spirit. Whereas Major Rams and Nighthawks, I honestly saw it to be Regal Allegiance, Nighthawks, Hocatate Freight, and then Major Rams the last. But Major Rams actually put up a pretty good fight towards the end until Nighthawks pretty much took their playoff spot away. Week 2 and week 3 were very...
I've told my guys many times in the team boards, in chat, and in the Skype group that even though we swept teams week 2 and week 3, to not get complacent, to not underestimate anyone, to not act cocky, and to continue to practice. In fact, I put them all to work with a ranking and match challenging dread in the boards, just to make sure that, they're not slacking off in this week or 2 of rest. I want them to be prepared for the finals. I want to win. I want to win, but I do not want them thinking that they're going to automatically win. I want them to go out there, and I want them to play their asses off and win. I don't want them to think it's going to be handed to them.
Yeah. Means, you got to work hard for what you put in, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good mindset to have. You definitely, I have to say you've improved as far as your mindset goes as far as Brawl, because you yourself have done very well as a captain. It's your first time as a captain in mDTL. Your team seems to be doing well. I guess your advice you gave to them is helping them out.
Running my team as a captain has been my number 1 priority over actually brawling. If there's a person that I know is good, or that I can feel can get the job done, I've included them in the lineup over me.
Sounds good.
And with that, I believe it is appropriate that we go and check out week 2.
Alright, so we head to week 2, where your team just absolutely demolished Nighthawks 9-0. Miguel getting a 2-0 win over Yoshi's Island. That was actually rather impressive.
Over Black on Yoshi's Island?
Yeah. A 2-0 win over Black on Yoshi's Island. That was actually rather impressive, because I thought Black may have at least won one game, but Black's a busy guy, so it's kind of it's not saying much if you beat him. That's just what I think. I mean, I've told everybody that. Genma 2-1's Naos on Battlefield. No surprise there, really. Because Naos hasn't brawled all that much lately either. Bloody Boom 2-1 over Grapes on Lilac Cruise. Lilac Cruise, what was your idea of putting Bloody Boom on Lilac? Is he really good there, or?
Bloody Boom's a Snake main.
Well,
Snake
yeah.
rapes people on Lilac Cruise, and if Lilac Cruise didn't work out for him, he has a few other higher tier characters that he can use with his counter picks. But I wanted to get him on the best stage possible.
Lilac Cruise ended up being that one.
I was actually not expecting Grapes on Lilac. I was thinking that he'd probably pull a light or something. I wasn't expecting Grapes on Lilac. I had Grapes on Battlefield.
Oh, okay. Alpha 2-0 over Light. Smashville. I hear that was I think that was like Pitt and Ike versus a Falco. I don't think that was a good matchup for Light at all.
I think it was just Ike. I'm not sure. Let me check out the results. By the way, thank you, Chicken, for putting the links in the links to each match on the original post. It's actually been really helpful to keep track of
the results. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. I'm hoping Black implements that in BDTL Season 6.
Both of them, Light was Ike. I don't know what he was thinking there, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would never go Ike against a Falco.
Well, Ike's one of his better characters. I mean, he uses Pit also, so that probably would have worked out better for him. But I don't know. He's really loyal to Ike. Let's see. Pokemon Stadium, a 2-point match there for BCB and Helpin'. And BCB 2-0'd her with Wario.
I was surprised. BCB 3-stocked her on Pokemon Stadium 1.
Yeah, I see that from the results here. And she says, quote, "Good game. I knew I didn't have a chance." Oh boy.
Please help him, please.
You need to stop doubting yourself, girl. Especially since you are now a Snake main, from what I hear from everyone. Your Snake's actually, yeah. That's the recent news. She decided to go ahead and put Only to the side and pick up Snake, and she's actually doing very, very well with him.
Interesting.
And then everybody that I told that is like, it doesn't take hard to be, it's not hard to be skillful with Snake. I said, it takes a lot more skill than some of those top tiers. In my opinion, I mean, that's just what I think there.
I mean, it depends on what kind of Snake she's playing as. Is she playing as a really strategical, can't my ass off Snake? Or is she playing as a Wi-Fi tilt-happy Snake? Helpin' and she mained Olimar, I'm guessing she'll probably be a lot more on the campy technical Snake side.
Yeah, pretty much. She's very good with bombs. I mean, she's planted a couple C4s against me that I did not know were even near me, and as she was falling to her death, she was like, "Nah!" And I can't stand it either. I know it was like, where the hell did that come from? But yeah, good games with her. But man, just kind of wish that Oli she could touch up against that Oli. But go ahead.
Boosting Striker's confidence all week. I told him he can do it. He was really worried, but he pulled out the win 2-1 against Defin.
And that sealed the 9-0.
I've been saying it all along, and I know Vive has been saying it, but Striker has gotten really good.
I agree. He's
I wouldn't be surprised if in BDTL he ends up being a late second round pick, or at the latest an early third round pickup.
I know he got Phoenix to last stock in the BDTL finals. He got Phoenix to last stock first game, but then he ended up getting 2-0'd. But I mean, I still thought the kid pulled off a heck of an effort. And we move on to a 5-4 victory for Major Rams versus Hocatate Freight. The first match, Yoshi's Island. me versus Creamy. I won that one 2-1. There was a lot of controversy stemming around this one. I'm not gonna get too into detail, but I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go into detail there. I thought it was a good set, and apparently Major Rams didn't think so.
Sounds like John's.
But I mean, other than that, I thought it was a great set. She's always a great link. You can never count her out. I'm just letting y'all know that. Don't ever count her out. I didn't. I mean, the way I played, people went ahead and said that I abused Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's where the controversy really comes in. I was like, I thought I played the matchup the way I was supposed to, but anyway.
You are supposed to camp the shit out of a link. I don't know what the fuck people are talking about.
Me either. I don't know. It was long story.
I mean, like, if someone is camping the shit out of me, and there's, like, spamming, it might annoy the shit out of me, but, like, it's my fault for not being able to get around it.
So yeah, 1 point going to Hocatate right there. Battlefield 2-1 Wesker over Kid Coon.
Interesting. Very.
This one, this was probably the set of the week, I have to say, because I watched the replays of this one. Kid Coon, you did a hell of a job. So did Wesker. Olimar versus ICs, that was, oh man. That was definitely a stunner. Good business. But Kid Coon ended up just getting gimped at the last second, falling short of the ledge, and ended up losing that one 2-1. Rooster 2-0 Draco Yoshi on Lilac Cruise for 1 point for Major Rams. Let's take a look at the results here. Lilac Draco versus Rooster. It was Olimar versus Yoshi both times, and Rooster 3-stocked Draco on Battlefield, and it was a close game. Game 1.
Interesting. Like, I wouldn't expect someone to get 3-stocked on their own counterpick. I mean, if you counterpick a stage, it's because you think you have an advantage on it over that person because you know the stage, or over the character that they're using. So I was really surprised to see that Rooster got, that Draco got, wait. Oh yeah, Draco. Draco got 3-stocked. Yoshi is actually pretty decent on Battlefield.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because, like, I mean, and the thing is, Yoshi's so unorthodox. Like, he's a very unorthodox character. Me myself, I don't know how to fight a Yoshi. I don't know many people that know how to fight a Yoshi. So good stuff, Rooster, for getting a 2-0 there.
Another thing I can definitely say is that
go ahead.
Rooster from BFC, he's a really good Olimar. He's come over to BD. He's been playing around on BD a lot in Ajax, and he's showing himself in mDTL. And if he decides to join BDTL, I can guarantee he'll be a solid pickup for any team. Oh
yeah, I know. And he's one of the coolest BFC people that I've ever seen come over to BD in a while. I mean, he's not cocky. I've yet to see him be cocky at all. But good stuff. There were 2 walkovers. Really not much we can say on that one, but Bob got a walkover over Sinister. Vato lost by walkover to Sam, so that pretty much sealed the win, the 5-4 win against Major Rams. Saint ended up beating Caballo 2-1 on Final Destination for 2 points. Anything else to say before we move on to week 3?
Let me see the set between Saint and Caballo for a minute.
Okay.
Interesting. Wow, Saint 2-starts in Game 3. Was not expecting that.
Then again, it is a foul code.
Oh, wait. I don't know why Caballo would... Never mind.
What happened?
No, it's because not a lot of snakes know how to... Not snakes, Jesus. Falcos know how to play on, Lilac Cruise. The edge can really fuck over, Falco's recovery. And, laser camping's not as easy there because the sides of the stage are kind of like, tilted downwards. And platforms kind of make it hard for Falco to stay in one spot to camp. So, and Pit can fly under the stage and do a lot more things with it than Falco can.
Yeah.
So I'm like surprised how Saint two-stocked Caballo on Lilac Cruz. Caballo picked a Lilac Cruz, like, he knew probably why he was picking it. And, you know, if you kind of pick a stage, you know, it's because you think that you have an advantage on it. So it was really surprising to see Saint beat Caballo on his own counterpick.
And go ahead.
Oh no, as I said, then we move on to week 3 since
I was pretty sure. I was going to say that, but okay. Week 3. This was the playoff, pretty much the playoff entry matchups. Nighthawks going up against Hocatate Freight, and Major Rams versus Regal Allegiance. Now, the two teams that were trying to get into the playoffs, from my understanding, was Nighthawks and Major Rams. Because after we won week 2, we beat Major Rams. We jumped up from 4 all the way to 2. I don't know how that happened. It just happened.
For mDTL reasons.
Yeah, mDTL reasons. Yeah, anybody that knows the NBA knows what we're talking about. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. A kid put that information towards me, and I was like, what? But yeah, this was the playoff. 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot, Major Rams and Nighthawks. Now, DeadFan pretty much sealed the deal for Nighthawks making the Spirit Bowl, or not the Spirit Bowl, but the playoffs, by beating me 2-1. That was actually a really, really good set, I have to say. But that game watch of his is very, very tough, man. It gets tougher by the day, even though he doesn't care, you know? I mean, he does not train at all. He just plays, you know?
Yeah.
He's an unorthodox player.
Now, Silver Alloy against Mushroom Kingdom. That is very, very interesting. I've played Silver myself. And he's probably around, I'd definitely say that Silver should have been drafted higher from what I've seen. I played him firsthand, and I was actually thinking about drafting him. Mushroom Kingdom 1 showed in this set why all those regular season victories he had in BDTL Season 5 were not a fluke. He 2-0'd Silver. And definitely good on Mushroom Kingdom's part. Let me see the results. Oh wow, 2-stocked game 2.
He 2-stocked Silver game 2?
Yeah. And he used Mario. I've never seen Mushroom Kingdom's Mario.
I don't know. I haven't played him either yet. It's kind of odd because, I mean, he's on my team, but yeah, his Mario, he uses nothing but the Mushroom Kingdom characters, hence his name. But I hear it's pretty good. It's actually not a bad Mario at all. Probably one of the better ones on the domain.
And then we have Cookieless 2-0 Rooster. This will probably surprise.
Oh yeah, that was definitely an upset for us. And also, well, you can thank Det for getting Nighthawks in the playoffs, but I definitely think if Cookieless had not won this one, Major Rams would have taken the spot. If they'd have beat one of y'all, like one of your players. But Cookieless 2-1ing Rooster. Rooster said, and I quote, "I felt the same way Kid Coon did after he lost to Wesker."
Deep feelings.
And, you know, I was trying to tell him, like, you know, he shouldn't let it get to him. Well, if you're listening to Rooster, you really shouldn't let it get to you all that much. I mean, Cookieless, it's Cookieless. I mean, come on. I mean, he needs a little credit, but I mean, yeah, it was just definitely a surprise.
Was Cookieless playing as Marth?
I think so. We're about to find out. Let's see. Let's take a look at the results. The results of that one were Olivmar versus Marth all game. Well, no, I'll take it back. Game 1 and 2 were Marth, and Tink was Oli versus Tink that last game. I think that's what threw Rooster off. He wasn't expecting Tink. Yeah.
The hell?
Mm-hmm.
Did Cookieless win game 1? Or game 2?
He won game 2, and he...
What was his counter pick?
Hang on. Yeah, he won game 2. His counter pick was Norfair.
What? Marth on Norfair?
Yeah.
Don't know what to make of that.
I don't know either. He said, sorry for the dirty Edgehog, but I can't let it be 9-0.
What about game 3? Where was that?
Game 3 was on FD. 1 stock for Cookie.
It seems clear to me that Roosta had the upper hand game 2 and game 3, judging by the stages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know either. I do not know either.
Definitely a tough loss.
Yeah, but congratulations, Cookieless 2-1 over Roosta. Vato 2-0'd helping on Limelight Cruise for 2 points for Hocatate Freight. That was Vato who went Marth both times, helping went Oli both times. She lost on Limelight by 1. Good games, dang. It was actually not all that bad at all. It was a close games both times.
It's Vato, so
it's Vato.
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, don't be ashamed. I mean, he only won by 1 stock both times. 4 gimps, she says, and I quote, 4 gimps out of a possible 6. Another was because of Delfino hating me. I'm sorry, team, I won't be using Olimar anymore because Edgehogs just keep beating me. Make beating me a piece of cake. Excuse me. But yeah.
But that's Olimar.
Mm-hmm.
And why go Snake if your ass is gonna get gimped to you off the side of the stage 50 times out of 100? Half the time, if you're off the stage with Snake and recovering from under the ledge, you're gonna get spiked or you're going to get edge guarded. I mean, It's not that much better with Snake, recovery-wise.
Yeah. Snake's got a bad recovery unless you're good at that C4 stuff. But, yeah, tough loss there. Good games, though, from what it looked like from both sides. Sinister versus Light.
2-0 Sin.
Yeah, 2-0 Sin. I'm not trying to make any excuses for Light, but I was in a call with him by the time this match started, and he really didn't care. I'm just letting you know.
Ike or Pitt?
I think it was Ike both times. But he honestly... I'm not trying to John for him or make any excuses for him, but he just said he was not. He just didn't care.
But really, in my opinion, not caring is not an excuse. I mean, if you're saying that you're not caring, like not caring as if you win or lose, or not caring isn't to try.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he meant in that sense. But if he said he was not caring to not try, then I just don't believe that's the attitude a person should have when they are in a 2-point set.
Mm-hmm. And he admitted that to me, like, after the set. He said he was saying that that's not the type of attitude he wants to have towards Nighthawks, like, because I mean he knows that Black expected him to be a 2-point player whenever but see, the thing is, he's trying not to be, all high and mighty just because, he went to Genesis. He's trying not to look like a pro. He actually told me he wants to be underrated.
But going to Genesis and being in a 2-point set has nothing to do with you being underrated or overrated.
Mm-hmm. He thinks that it's just Nighthawks, maybe Nighthawks is expecting a lot of them, maybe. I don't know. Of
course, he's arguably their second best player.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Sinister got 2 points for us on that one by 2-0 on the Light.
Good job.
And then, yeah, and Pokemon Stadium 1 was another 2-point set. Kid Coon versus Grapes. Interesting. 2-1 Kid Coon. Let's take a look at the results here. One of the close games. Kid Coon went Olimar all 3 times. Grapes and Luigi. Kid won on PS1. Halbert Grapes won on Halbert, and then Delfino, Kid won by 1. And last game was closest. He tornadoed into my fully charged yellow U smash. Good game, sir, and good games, Nighthawks. That's the one that sealed the deal for us, as we took the Hocatate Freight took the win 7-2.
Classy response, kid. Classy response. And good try, Grapes.
And as I said, if it weren't for Cooking List or debt, more so debt, then Nighthawks wouldn't be in the playoffs as they are right now. And we move on to Major Rams and Regal Allegiance. Looks like another whooping. Where do we start?
I don't know. You start.
Delfino 2-0. OniTheWolf. Good stuff against Draco Yoshi. How'd those matches go?
I have the matches on my Wii still. I have to upload them. But both of them were 2 stocks.
Both of them were 2 stocks?
Yeah.
Interesting.
First match was a JV 3 stock. And I don't want to sound like an ass, but like at the end of the first match, I was trying really hard to get the 3 stock. Like I was preserving my health and everything, and I was considering going for the timeout with 2 minutes left. But then I think I got killed. I think it was by Yoshi up smash or forward smash or something. And then I got mad and I got the kill. But game 2, from what I remember, was more challenging than game 1 is. In like game 1, I kind of pulled away much quicker than I did game 2. Game 2, I did not pull away until I think when both of us were at our second stock. Game 1, I pulled away with 3 stocks until he got rid of 1. But game 2 was definitely, I could say, a lot closer than it seems by the results. Game 2 was definitely a lot closer than game 1. Draco has a good Yoshi.
Hero does?
Yeah, Campney. And Frigate was actually a smart choice, because on Delfino, I was doing a lot of damage to him from under the platforms. I was sharking him, and on one of the transitions, if I had enough space, I would camp him out. And on a lot of Delfino's transitions, I think it's the one on top of the Sunshine Tower or whatever, where there's like a low blast zone, horizontal blast zone. No, vertical blast zone. Not Delfino, Jesus. Frigate doesn't have that. And Frigate hurt my recovery a little bit, so it was actually a good stage for him to pick. Those matches will be going up soon. I'll probably record them after this episode is finished.
Sounds like a good set.
Yeah, it was. Game 2, I was actually kind of scared, because I thought I was going to blow it because of how close it was when we were at our second stocks. I think he lost because he lost his second jump or something, and he tried recovering with that Yoshi egg throw, but I think it was just enough where he couldn't, grab the ledge or something. I forgot what it was. It was really unfortunate, though, the last stock. He definitely played well, though.
It's good to hear. Yoshi's Island, 1 point, Bloody Boom over tail. Ow! Ouch, 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 ouch. That had to... I'm sorry, but that had to be painful. I'm hearing Bloody Boom's like a very, very, very good snake. But Tails is bad either. He's actually getting better as the days go on. I mean, gotta give Tails a lot of credit, but... Jeez, Zooey, hang on. Let's take a look at this.
I think the set was close.
There's no stocks, but all it says is that he won 2-0. Snake versus Game & Watch, Yoshi's Island, and PS1. No stocks were put in the results.
I'll make sure to tell him to update that.
Okay. But yeah, he was nice about it. It's a good game, so.
Yeah, in my time with Bloody Boom, I can definitely say that even though he's from AIB, he's not a dick.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty humble guy. Battlefield, which was another 1-pointer. Genma going 2-0 versus Creamy. Another tough loss for her after week 2 rather. That's Link Yoshi. I saw a little bit of this matchup. I didn't really get a chance to watch both games.
It's a weird matchup.
It is a weird matchup, but I hear she did really, really, really well. And
Creamy is one of those people that when she's playing, you'll get nothing out of her except for her best effort.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that, and I'm sure Genma gave it his best effort as well.
Definitely.
Because he's got a good Yoshi. I mean,
I've been pounding into their heads after week 1 when I saw what this team is capable of. I've been pounding it in my guys' heads to not sleepwalk on any team. Because even though some people may say that we're the most stacked team in the league, and that we might be the favorites to the championship, I don't want that getting to my guys' heads. I want them to consistently go out there and give effort, whether it's like, a close week or a week that we're looking to sweep or whatnot. Because I know that other players like Creamy, basically everyone else in the league is motivated to try to beat us. So I don't want them sleepwalking.
Basically, you guys got a target on your back and you're trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2-point match, Bob versus BCB. Limelight Cruise. Ouch.
I was actually expecting Bob to take a game off.
I expected that too. No disrespect to BCB. I mean, he's pretty good for a Wario. But, hang on. It was Wario versus Game & Watch, and he won by 1 stock.
Daddy wants some sausage. Daddy wants some sausages.
And that's the Freddy Got Fingered reference. Regardless of what you say, Bob, I thought those games were pretty good, especially the first one. You put up a good fight. Very classy statement there by BCB. So, Wesker.
Alpha and Wesker.
2-point match there, 2-0 by Alpha. Let me think. Falco versus Zelda. Is that what I'm getting out of this? No, ICs versus Falco, and then ICs versus Game & Watch, and Alpha only won by 1 stock.
Game & Watch?
Yeah. Alpha won with Game & Watch. But he won by 1 stock both times.
Interesting.
And here's what Wesker said. He said, "My first attempts at chain grabs in a Wi-Fi match."
Wesker needs to have those down packed.
Yeah, especially with the ICs. But he does it because he doesn't do it because he realizes how unfair it can be and how unfun it can be for players. That's why he doesn't do it much. And he doesn't want to make the game unfun, but I'm guessing they both had fun because, damn. Good job, Alpha. Especially on the Game & Watch. You don't expect Game & Watch to beat an ICs, right?
I didn't expect Alpha to use Game & Watch, period.
Yeah, that too. I thought it was going to be Falco both times. High tier match, but I guess not. Sam 007 and Striker. Striker again with another motivated.
I told him he can do this. He was afraid that Sam was going to beat him. But I told him, hang in there. You're better than you think you are. I told him that you could probably pull this out with Marth. And that's actually what ended up happening. Striker if Striker has all the confidence in the world, then he will make it far in this league.
DK game 1 versus Rob. He 2-stocked him on PS1.
I didn't know that.
Either he 2-stocked him. The results need to be updated because it's really hard to tell who won these.
Let me see.
I'm guessing if the number, so the number is over by, the +2 is over by Sam, so I'm guessing he won that one, because it says Striker +1 versus Sam, and then Striker
he used Donkey Kong?
Yeah, he used Donkey Kong game 1, Marth game 2, and then Snake game 3. Striker 2 Pro is what Sam had to say about you.
Sam 2 Pro. All the time.
Yeah, I will say this. I mean, though he did say that singles is getting boring. The kid's dying. Sam's dying to get back in doubles, so BDTL season 6 better hurry up. At least for him, anyway.
Doubles for BDTL reasons.
I know, right? It's over. It's over.
Sorry, Sam.
You're gonna have to deal with it.
Doubles PR or something.
You're not in regular BDTL anymore. Anybody who knows by my tone will know what reference I'm pulling out of that Metal Gear, baby. But okay. Then we move on to the playoffs.
Nice.
It's looking very interesting as we have a rematch: Hocatate Freight and Nighthawks.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What was Kid Coons thinking with this lineup? Because with the lineup that he put out there, I am thinking that Hocatate Freight is going to be upsetting Nighthawks this week. That is my prediction. That Hocatate Freight is going to upset Nighthawks, with the key games being Mushroom versus Grapes and Kid versus Death.
You think?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Roosta will probably beat Black in a close game.
Mm.
I think that, it's inappropriate to say no offense since I'm not offending you in any way, but I think Silver is going to give you a close match.
Okay.
Votto versus Light. I think that was already done in the regular season. No. That'll be an interesting match to see, but I think Votto is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Helpin will beat Sin. So,
Helpin
yeah, I think Helpin will beat Sin. So, that leaves the two games being Kid against Death and Mush versus Grapes. And in my opinion, Mush will beat Grapes. And if Kid puts, gets his head together, I think he stands a good chance against Death.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I think Hocatate Freight is going to beat Nighthawks. Not only that, but the stage... actually, no. I don't see any clear stage advantages in this set. No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like a kid can put me on a good stage on Battlefield. I do pretty good there.
Definitely.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys a sports quote here. It is tough to beat the same team twice. It is tough to beat the same team twice, and I will stand by that. So everybody on Hocatate Freight, everybody on Nighthawks, give it your best. Don't hold anything back. Black, hope you do good. You seem to be doing well with your lineups and running your own team, even though you're the commissioner of BDTL. You pretty much know how to do this thing. So, even though it's run by chicken, but yeah, you know the deal. Yeah, and whoever wins this, it'll be the Spirit Bowl match. Will be Regal Allegiance. We're looking forward to it. Oh man,
who do you think is going to win it all? When it's all said and done, who do you think is going to be in finals, and who's going to win it all?
Oh my God. It's gonna be tough. I mean, we'll have to see how these matches play out, but
who is your prediction to be in the finals against RA and Y?
I'd have to say HF. No bias towards my team. I know people are going to think that just because I'm on HF, but I'm running my own show here. The reason why I think HF is because, I mean, we've got tough players like HF has tough players like Roosta. I mean, Vato is I'm hearing a very, very good. He was he was power ranked over in SoCal, I believe, or was it NorCal?
I don't know. I just know that he's around ConCon level and that he's friends with ConCon.
Mm-hmm. Mushroom Kingdom's really been stepping his game up, but I'm not discrediting Grapes, because Grapes is actually a very, very good Luigi. That'll be a very tough
one. I think Luigi has the advantage on Final Destination. That's where I would give that edge to the set with Nighthawks. But I think you guys picked this week pretty much, like, neutral stages for your players and your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that in my opinion, that with the matchups that you guys have, that you guys get the upper hand, because in those close matchups, you have the slightly more skilled players.
Mm-hmm. I have to say that, honestly, I think this is going to end up HF 5-4.
That's what I'm thinking. It depends on those two games, Mush and Grapes and Kid and Det.
Mm-hmm.
More though on Kid and Det, though, because Kid and Det is 2 points. Votto, no discredit to Light at all because he's great, but I'm pretty much chalking up 2 on the board for that already.
Mm-hmm.
Sin versus Helpin, it depends where Helpin's head is. Though, if she's sticking to her main as Snake, then actually she has the stage advantage on Pokemon Stadium 1 because of how Snake can camp those transitions. And underneath the stage, Wolf is going to have a lot of trouble recovering.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it depends on Mush's match, Kid's match, but more so on Kid's match. We'll see how Kid is going to end up having to handle the pressure this week when he sees on how close this set can potentially be.
Mm-hmm. mDTL Spirit Bowl, 3 teams, 1 champion. Who will win it all?
So now that you predicted that you think that HF is going to go to the finals against Regal Legions, who do you think is going to win?
Oh my goodness. I have to say the HF has to give it everything. They cannot sleep on RA at all. Good lord. It's I don't even know what to say, dude. It's probably gonna be your team, I'm gonna say. And I'll tell you why. It's just because, not only just because you're stacked as a team, but mainly, it's just, oh my god. We're seriously gonna have we have to have no room for error if HF makes the finals. If HF makes the finals, Kid can stay on their asses. I'm just letting you know. Holler at you. But, I mean, I know you're gonna pump your team up. You're gonna let them know that, not to sleep on us, because I mean, that's gonna be a heavyweight fight, bro.
The matchups that pretty much worry me with each team, like Nighthawks and Hocatate Freight, because I don't know which one's gonna go to the finals, even though I feel that HF would make it.
Mm-hmm.
The players that worry me, that basically I have nightmares thinking about when I'm making my lineups, are Votto and Helpin. Light to a certain extent, because Light is definitely a good insurance policy to back up Helpin. And Kid Coon is also a good insurance policy for that second win behind Votto. So both of those teams have good players that will give me trouble trying to make a lineup for.
Mm-hmm. Spirit Bowl versus Regal Legions, first of 5 wins. And by the way, I just want to go ahead and point this out. I noticed that the question and answer topic is having a very, 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 a very hard time getting posts in there. What's
pretty
up?
much because we haven't done an episode in God knows how long.
Well, that too, but I mean, I also like we have it there because I mean it's just there for suggestion or any kind of question they have on the show. I mean, we get comments on the show, but no one's asking anything, so it's
so we are going to throw this out there like right now. The Smash question of the week: which set do you feel like is going to be the key to determine who faces Regal Allegiance in the finals? Which set out of the semifinals do you think will be detrimental to getting to the finals? Like, which set do you think is going to be the most important?
Hey, why don't we make that a poll?
Definitely, yeah.
How do you do that?
Instead of new topic, you hit new poll.
Okay. I'll set it up after the show. You're hanging out with Gray Fox 8983 and your boy OniTheWolf on BDTL Radio. The Smash, we're here with you. So it's a rematch. I mean, I want to throw this out. I went ahead and told Light this. After the rematch was confirmed for the playoffs, Hocatate Freight and Nighthawks. It was funny. I was listening to ESPN Radio. I was on my way to the store, and it's like they're talking about it. They're talking about SportsCenter, and here's what I hear: the hype. There's a lot of hype surrounding the rematch between
the Giants and the Patriots.
Yeah, they were talking about Giants and the Patriots, but think about it. It's like there's a lot of hype surrounding the rematch between, and I was like, oh my God, Hocatate Freight and Nighthawks. Because I swear to God, I thought he was going to say that. It'd have been hilarious. Because this happened right as that rematch was confirmed as I was walking. That's exactly what he said. There's a lot of hype between for this rematch between, and he was talking about Giants and Patriots, and I was like, oh my God. It was funny. But yeah, certainly.
For your answer though to the Smash Wrestling League, since I pretty much answered it like a few minutes back when we got to talk about this, which set do you feel like is going to be the most important this week for your team or Nighthawks getting to the finals?
I have to say, I know you said Kid Kundet, Mushroom, or Grapes. I'd have to say more so Mushroom and Grapes more than anything, because, not to bash on Mushroom Kingdom or anything, but, I'm sure he's got a great Mario and Luigi, but Grapes has a good Luigi. Like, seriously, he's definitely giving himself also a lot less credit than what he deserves. Than what he deserves to give himself. But, that seriously could go either way, but I have to say, it'll be a close 2-1 win for Mushroom Kingdom. That's my pick.
Definitely.
It's almost got me nervous. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm running out of things to say just thinking about it. And, we've got about 13 minutes left before our hour hits. All this mDTL talk and the league talk is, great, but I'm gonna get to another topic I have here. The WiiU to release Holiday 2012. I remember talking with Dad about this a couple months back. We were saying that they should release it Holiday 2012 because they were saying that they were pushing for a summer release. We were saying that they should release it for Holiday because their sales will just jump. Do you understand me?
For holiday sales?
For holiday sales, yes. The WiiU sales will jump if they release it.
That's probably the best time to release a product, especially when Christmas and all the holidays are rolling around. But not just the fact that it's a new product, like a new game or anything, but the fact that it's a new console. People are going to be wanting to buy it. Like, I remember, I think it was Christmas 2005 or Christmas 2006, when the Wii came out, that shit was sold.
Oh, yes. It sold so well. And they were saying, like, I mean, now here's the thing.
Though,
Not only will the console sell, but we're also looking forward to seeing what games will be out for it.
yeah, the much anticipated Smash 4, which I'm still waiting for Sakurai to stop teasing about.
Well, I mean, he's been busy with other games like Uprising. Uprising he just finished, so he's probably going to start. Maybe if we're lucky, get a teaser about Smash 4 on at E3, but I highly doubt it.
God damn it, Sakurai.
I highly doubt it because it just he doesn't. If anything, he'll be announcing that he has a team for the game. If anything, because that's the reason he announced. That's the reason Iwata announced it last year was so he could attract a team for the game. Because you do know that he made Brawl pretty much by himself, right?
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
I mean, Project Sora is his team, but he pretty much did the balancing, the stages, and everything by himself. Or let me rephrase that. He did the balancing by himself. That's pretty much the main thing that he did by himself was the balancing. And he just wants more time. He wants to take more time with Smash 4. That's why he was trying to get a team together.
Let me get this right. Balancing? He did balancing by himself?
Mm-hmm.
This man needs a team if he considers Meta Knight, Infinites, and chain grabbing balancing.
He probably understands that, and he probably understands the rage. I mean, it's crazy because, like, Adam Sessler, or whatever his name is, from X-Play, did I say that right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I keep thinking Adam Scheffner from ESPN. But anyway, he went ahead and said that what's this big hype over Smash Brothers? And I was like, apparently he doesn't know about the Smash communities. And iRock shot back at me and was like, actually, yes, they do. They know about the Smash community. They know about the sites and everything. I'd be like, dang. I wouldn't be surprised, really. I think that's why he's continuing making Smash, is because it has such a big, long...
That Adam guy, though, how do they know about the communities? Was that who iRock was referring to? Or was it Sakurai?
I think, it was iRock. iRock was referring to me that they know that Sakurai and them know about the Smash.
Oh, they know, because they know that people found a way to make the game competitive with wave dashes and everything in Melee. That's why he oversimplified the competitive aspect of Brawl. Mm-hmm. Because he knows. In fact, I believe Sakurai said that he's seen videos before.
Yeah. But speculation could wait till later. WiiU, Holiday 2012, E3's coming up in about 4 months.
I feel like a criminal, though, right now.
Why?
I'm staring at this case of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and I haven't opened it since Christmas.
Need to get on that, man. It's a very, very good game.
I keep saying I'm gonna open it, but I end up not opening it.
And also, for everybody that doesn't know, Nintendo now has their own what's called Nintendo Network. We now have PlayStation Network and Nintendo Network. Iwata confirmed that about a couple weeks ago. It is account-based, people, so there's no need,
What happened to the flawless friend code system?
They got rid of it. They probably realized that wasn't really working with them because they knew that you were going to meet more than 60. They didn't know that you were going to meet more than 64 friends. That's why they know about the communities.
You have no friends.
Yeah. No disrespect. No disrespect to Nintendo. You keep doing your thing. But, yes, Nintendo Network, I'm ready to see how they advertise that, see how that goes. Now, I think that's about it. Is there anything else?
Other than that, no. Just keep this in mind, though, guys. Remember the Smash question of the week. There's going to be a poll up. What do you think is going to be the most key matchup of the week in order to getting Hocatate Freight or Nighthawks to the finals, and why? So basically, you answer the question, you vote on which matchup you think is the most important, then you post a response explaining why you chose that.
Yeah. I'll have that poll up after the show is done.
I have an idea, though.
What?
I think that after the finals, or whenever you want to do it, I think we should have a roundtable question grading captains for the season.
Also, Chicken gave us a suggestion after commenting on the Smash 6, saying that we should have an mDTL player interview him, like maybe ask him a couple questions and then let him go.
Definitely. I asked a few people, like I asked Stryker, but I don't think, his parents are whole big on the Skype thing.
Oh, God.
Bob's a player, Caballo's a player. Kid Coon when he's not busy.
Yeah, Dad, I asked Dad, he said no thanks. Yeah. Avin is a fan of the show and a player.
So yeah, people, I think one thing that we can do is like create a topic and have people sign up to be interviewed on a first come first served basis.
Okay.
We're going to have people to we're probably going to have a lot of people interview, so it's probably going to be a very strict topic, like you sign up, if you're first, you set up a time with us, and if you set up a time with us and you don't make it, oh well, you're going to have to reschedule for another time, but there's other people waiting, so you have to, wait your turn again. Yeah, I think I'll probably go about doing that while Gray is making the Smash Question of the Week pool.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Looking forward to it. It's a hype, big time hype. But look, I'm going to let you know, Rooster was sitting there saying hype earlier. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with a little Camden on this one, Rooster. Lasting appeal over hype any day. That's how it works.
One thing, though, I think that mDTL has done is lasting appeal has been restored over hype. Like, it's not dead.
Yeah, definitely not. mDTL 2 was definitely a lot more successful this time around than 1 was.
Yeah. Oh wait, new post by Helpin. Oh wait, no, I thought it was Smash results. Never mind.
No.
Helpin says, oh boy, this looks way better than I expected. Good luck, everyone. Definitely Helpin, definitely. Nighthawks, Hocatate Freight have a big week on their hands. I think this set, no matter which way you spin it, no matter who wins, is going to end up going 4-5, 5-4, however you want to say it. But I think that Hocatate Freight is going to win 5-4 off of a 2-1 victory in Kid Coon's 2-point set.
And my prediction is Mushroom Kingdom 2-1 over Grapes. We will see how those turn out. We'll make the polls. We'll do all that. Go ahead and hit us up in the Q&A topic if you want to. I know you guys have been expecting the show for at least 2 weeks, and we're giving it to you. This is what we do, man. I mean, I know you guys love it. I mean, it's what we do for y'all, man. We do it for ourselves. I enjoy doing it. I know Oni enjoys doing it. Sometime, I'm pretty sure Camden's missing doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait for Camden to get back in the mix so we'd have a third person on the show. I think do you think it'd be appropriate to have a show grading the captains at the end of the season? I think for that, we could probably use a third person for that. So guys, if you want to be guests on the Smash, make sure to contact us and make sure that you voice your willingness to want to come onto the show.
And before we get spam posts from
spam posts, I want to be on.
Yeah, spam posts from Crazy, because I remember Crazy sitting there asking me, I don't know, every day to be on Smash, and I just never thought of a time that would be appropriate for him to be on, is why he was never on. But,
definitely, though, guys, if you want to be on, make sure to hit us up by either PM or posting in that Smash guest sign-up topic. Make sure you state whether you want to be on the show or just have an interview. And make sure to get on that. make sure also that even when there's not a show, you're always contributing, giving great and nice suggestions on what to do, and make sure you keep the Smash Question of the Week topic active.
Yeah.
It'll give us a lot to talk about when you guys are expressing your opinions.
And last thing I want to say before we go, was it Stryker or was it, forget who it was. It was somebody. It was either Stryker or was it was Genma. Yeah, it was Genma. Okay, now that I remember. He went ahead and asked me, but if there's no beef, because I remember Sinister came out at Light and went ahead and said, did you guys doubt me? And I went ahead and responded and said, dude, there's no reason for beef. Just say good games and move on. Genma responded by saying, but if there's no beef, what will you guys talk about on the Smash? There's a ton to talk about on the Smash. Yeah. We don't need beef.
And if there's beef, like competitive beef between two teams, they're going at it is fine. Like, it's completely understandable when there is a set that is like, a win or loss deciding set, that someone doesn't show up on time, or there's a disconnect, or someone didn't make rescheduled time, or people haven't responded to PMs. And it's understandable that a person will try to get the walkover win in that situation. You can't fault them for trying to get the team that win. But when you're sending personal attacks at people, putting words in people's mouths, insulting the mods, insulting captains, that's the kind of beef we don't like. Friendly competitive beef, hype, trying to get a win in a key situation, that beef is like, I wouldn't even call it beef, I'd call that competitive fire.
Like, if Rooster and Black were pushing at each other, or, me or Silver Alloy were pushing at each other, as long as both teams are just, not getting too crazy, but if they're pushing and shoving a little bit, we don't mind that. But just don't escalate it to the point where bans are thrown out and all this other stuff.
Right with that ban hammer.
Yeah. And I know Dad'll do it, because that's a crazy bastard. But
Dad would just be like, yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, exactly. He's crazy. But, that just about wraps up this episode, everyone. It's Great Fox 8983 with my boy, OniTheWolf. Congratulations on your number 1 seed, man. Hope your team does good in the finals.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing a good week from your team and Nighthawks.
We'll give you all the coverage on that next week, whenever it's done. It's the Smash on BDTL Radio. Yeah. Go ahead.
Make sure, guys, that even if you're not part of the show, that you're still contributing. Question, answer, topic, everything.
Later, guys.
Good night.